Hello everybody. Today let us see chapter number 5, measures of dispersion. In this, what is meant by dispersion? Dispersion simply means variability. Suppose there are two variables in an set of observation, and in that, so in a graphical representation, the dispersion or the readings of that both variables, it is called as dispersion. And a measure of let us see one by one. A measure of variation or dispersion presents the deviation of values of individuals' observation around the center value in a set of data. Then measure of dispersion or variability is the number that conveys the relative position of an item or a data value in the data set. So we come to know the position of variable in a data set. A number of measures are used to describe the variability in a data. So if we have to show the variability or dispersion of 2, 3 or 4 variable in the so we have to use some type of calculation or some type of method. So with the help of that we can represent the variability. These are range, variance, standard deviation, mean deviation and coefficient of variance. So as we have seen in a central tendency means we have to find out the central value in that observation. So that single value is the representative of all the observation. Likewise here we have to find out the dispersion of a particular set of data. So for that there are many means there are commonly some methods that are range, variance, standard deviation and mean deviation. So among them, standard deviation is most applicable and most accepted, and after that variance. Mean deviation has its drawbacks because it comes in a negative value, and range is not reliable like in central tendency, median and mode. So they are also not so reliable scientifically. Likewise the range is simple but it is not reliable scientifically. So let us see one by one. First we are going to see range. Range is the difference between the lowest value and highest value of a set of data. Therefore, range is equal to largest value minus smallest value. R is equal to L minus S. This is the formula. Here you can easily understand to know the measure of dispersion, to know the variability. Here in case of range, there is a formula, and in that formula, suppose we have 10 values in a set of data, and among them we have to just choose, means first we have to determine which is largest value, and after that we have to determine which is smallest value. So two extreme values are only considered here and latter remaining values are ignored. So so this is the one of the drawback here we come to know. And range is a measure of dispersion. It gives an idea of the degree of the variability in a set of values. Then let us see here. Okay, here is the one of the example. The yield of a coconut tree on 5 occasions is 22, 8, 12, 5 and 13. The range is calculated as follows. So we can easily know here because very less data, less number of values are available here. So we can easily come to know 22 is the largest value and 5 is the smallest value. So let's take a subtraction in between them, and we will get r is equal to 17, means our range or our measure of dispersion is 17. Then let us see here next slide. Coefficient of range. When the range is divided by the sum of the extreme values, the resulting figure is called coefficient of range. Here coefficient of range is equal to L minus S divided by L plus S. So here is the one problem. Calculate the range and coefficient of range from the following data. So here we have some values, and here we have calculated coefficient of range. So as we know how to calculate the range here, so you can observe here 260 is the extreme means values of set of data, and after that means 100 is the largest value and 60 is the smallest value. So 140 is the what is meant by 140? 140 is the range, and this range is again divided by L plus S. So we will get coefficient of range. So is that so simple? Although range is easy to understand, easy to calculate, but it is not reliable. So this is the one of the most important demerit. Okay, let us see merits of range. It is easy to calculate. It is useful in frequency distribution where only two extreme observations are considered. It is extensively used in statistical quality control. Its units are the same as the units of the variable being measured. Okay, let us see demerits. Range is not based on the entire set of data. This is one of the most important drawback. It is used on two extreme observations which themselves are subject to change. So range cannot be regarded as reliable measure of variability. Range is very much affected by the fluctuation of sampling. Its values varies wisely from sample to sample. So sorry, here widely, it should be there, widely from sample to sample. Range cannot be used if we are dealing with open-end classes, because as we know, range uses two extreme values, means largest values and smallest values. So in this case, when open-end classes is present there, so there is no use, so we couldn't apply range there. So this is all about one of the type of measure of dispersion or variability, that is range.